So Ruben Amorim is focusing on the next game, James. Behind the scenes, they're clearly focusing on central midfield. Are there other positions as well United would like to strengthen? Yeah,
they're looking at forward options. Antoine Semenyo was a market opportunity and represents a market opportunity in January with that release clause. United were in the market for him. They wanted to sign him, but he looks destined to join Manchester City. They could offer a better package, and right now they're a club who are very close to winning trophies, which is somewhere United aren't at right now, but somewhere that United want to be very soon. They're also monitoring the situation around players like Jean-Philippe Mateta at Crystal Palace, who got back to scoring ways yesterday, not being in the best of form for Crystal Palace right now. He's only got 18 months left on his contract, and it doesn't look like there's a real likelihood of him signing a new deal. So potentially in the summer, that represents a window where Jean-Philippe Mateta could move. I think it's unlikely Palace will sell him in the situation they're at and the competition they're in right now at the moment. The other player is Jan Diomande from RB Leipzig, a winger, 19-year-old, one for the future. They're also looking at centre-backs because, yes, they've got plenty right now, but Harry Maguire is out of contracts in the summer. And Jeremy Jacquet, Crystal Palace were in for him in the summer. They end up signing JD Convo, but Jacquet from Rennes is a player they're looking at as well. So very much players they're looking at for now, but also those for the future as well, as they try to get United back to where they think the club should be.
He said something similar, Mark, towards the end of last season about not having too much room for manoeuvre in the market. One of the keys probably for Manchester United was getting players out as well. Anthony going, Jadon Sancho going out on loan, Marcus Rashford going out on loan. Which players do you think are dispensable this month, and would Joshua Zirkzee be in that conversation?
Yeah, he's absolutely a player that potentially could be leaving Manchester United. We've heard from Ruben Amorim there, and he was quite clear, really, in terms of no one has asked to leave, and he's not expecting anyone to ask to leave. However, Joshua Zirkzee taken off at half-time against Wolves after scoring, and we know that there is interest from Roma. Does it feel like his days are coming to an end at Old Trafford? Yes. There's normally noise because there's an opportunity. Clubs don't generally go in for clubs or make it known that they're interested in players if they haven't been given some kind of assurance or guidance or a little bit of information from the representatives of the player. Yeah, he'd be open to coming. He's not particularly happy at the club, or he's not getting the game time he wants at the club. So let's get some noise out there. You make the approach and we'll see if we can get a deal done. Joshua Zirkzee, certainly one player that's on the radar of Roma at the moment, and you'd imagine there may be an opportunity for him to move on. Certainly, if not permanently, then at least on loan between now and the end of the window.
We've talked about central midfield and the options that Manchester United have looked at or have on a short list. Some Manchester United fans will say, we have quite a good one at the club. He's played for England at the last major tournament. Why aren't you using him more? Kobbie Mainoo.
Well, Kobbie Mainoo, he's currently out injured. He's missed the last couple of games, but when he was fit, he wasn't given opportunities. He's yet to start a match in the Premier League so far this season. It's our understanding, despite the fact there continues to be talk around Kobbie Mainoo, that United would only consider selling him if they receive an exceptional offer. And in terms of any outgoings in this January window, there would have to be, if they were to be loaned, with an obligation to buy, whereby United would receive a fee for the player. They're not going to be doing any clubs any favours, especially right now. They're potentially missing up to 8 first-team players for that game against Leeds this weekend.